Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to the CPU update. A bit of a controversial update for some, as Megabots have now been completely removed from the game. Long have they been kind of relegated and forgotten, now they simply don't exist at all. If you already had a Mega Module, however, you will be reimbursed for 2,500 Galaxy Cash, and you will already have a power booster in its place. So let's get straight into what's been added and what's changed, rather than dwelling on the fact that Megabots will no longer be with us. Some of us will rejoice on that fact, and some of us, like me, will be a little bit upset. So instead of the Mega Module, we now have access to the power booster, the cheapest and arguably the most useful of the module types. Although the Disc Shield module, in my opinion, is still the go-to best module, the power booster can be used by pretty much any bot to some effectiveness. The power booster, as you might imagine, boosts power regeneration rate. Usually, robots will take 10 seconds to get from 0 to maximum power. With the power booster, that only takes 8 seconds, and when I say it's the cheapest, I mean in terms of RP. It only costs 1 million, whereas the others cost 9 million and 8.9 million respectively. However, in terms of CPU load, it is still 290, so if you're adding it to your bot, make sure to work your bot around the module, as that's taking up a huge chunk. And with that, there is a new CPU limit. One of the big reasons why the Megabots have been removed is so that server power could be redirected elsewhere, and in this case, with more CPU for the average player. There is now a maximum CPU of 1,750, up from 1,515 once you hit the new maximum level of 150. Up until level 100, you will be getting 10 CPU per level to add to your robot. After level 100, you will only be getting 5, which some have seen as a little bit grindy, myself included, but we'll see how fast we level once we start playing the game. This essentially means we are going to have a lot of people being mini Megabots. This is further kind of reinforced by the fact that a lot of the Mega items have been massively reduced in CPU cost. The Mech Leg Titan has been reduced by over 200 CPU, in addition to having a bonus 25% health and 25% added to their shields. The Wheel Monster, as it's now called, and the Hoverblade Hurricane, the two mega variants of the wheels and hoverblades respectively, have also had the same treatment, with a health increase, a massive CPU lowering, and even a speed increase, making them faster than the other movement types. Now, if you're going by the tooltip, it does seem like they've actually been slowed. However, apparently, according to FreeJam, the old tooltips were incorrect, so this is the correct tooltip. They have actually been increased in speed, making them faster than the other movement types of the same type. So that's pretty cool. I am really looking forward to seeing maximum CPU robots essentially being mini Megabots. That's very hard for me to say. The Mega Electro Shields have had a very similar treatment and now cost significantly less, once again kind of reinforcing the idea of having a lot of the mega items on regular robots. The weapons, as far as I can tell, have been unchanged. However, if I am incorrect with this, there will be a thing in the description saying so. If you want exact details on the numbers, the link for the patch notes will also be in the description. So the robot you see in front of you is a mismatch of parts, I admit. It has the mega leg, it has the mega plasma, the mega laser, and the little proto-seeker. The reason is, I would like to demonstrate the new power module and where I personally find it the most effective. I find it the most effective in two areas. The first of all are the players who want to do hit and runs. Very, very fast vehicles who unleash all of their energy and then fly away, or simply drive away before unleashing it again later, will only have to wait 8 seconds for a full volley rather than 10. But where I personally love it is this. If you're someone like me who likes consistent damage rather than burst damage. With the Mega Module, it takes a lot longer now to completely deplete your energy reserves. This is using a Mega Plasma, and as you can see, that took a very, very long time to completely deplete my reserves, and it means when I'm using the laser, I am regenerating energy actually quite quickly, and even the Proto Seeker only lowers my energy very, very slowly, which means I'm getting the full damage potential for a much extended amount of time, and that's personally where I have been really enjoying it. There have been other changes to the game, mostly bug fixes and some tweaks in terms of balance, such as the Seekers are now slightly more expensive in terms of ranking, so you won't be seeing them in the lower ranking games quite as much, which I'm very, very happy with, as I did find the Seekers to be very annoying for the newer players who are just now getting into the game, and then suddenly someone's firing one of these and hitting every single shot against them. It really wasn't too pleasant. So, I'm not sure if I like this patch or not. I do love the extra CPU, that's obvious. I love the fact that mega items are now more useful for the regular robots, but I did adore seeing Megabots in battles. So it's really going to be a matter of how much you like that versus how much you like the new changes. And once again, this was a patch for the higher levels, which has been a common theme at the moment, because in Phase 2.5 or Phase 3, I can't quite remember now, one of the big updates in the future, they are looking to squash all of the items so that it isn't essentially the larger gun is a higher ranking or something like that, simply larger guns deal more damage with slower shots, etc., whereas the smaller guns shoot faster but weaker, so everything is pretty much the same, and we don't really have the ranking system of this gun being better than this gun, rather them all fulfilling different purposes, so we won't really have a higher ranking, lower ranking, higher level, lower level sort of mentality quite as much in the future. But that is all speculation and things which have been said. Things can always change, who really knows. So that's pretty much all I want to cover. Like I say, the full patch notes are in the description. I have left out a few things which I found less relevant. Everything I've covered are the major elements in my opinion, and I have had a terrible throat all day, so I do apologise if I've been stumbling over my words. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, then of course likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the comment section, please let me know, what do you think about this patch? Is it good for the higher levels? Is it bad for the higher levels? I've had some seriously mixed reactions from people, but we'll see how it goes in the future. I'm really hoping that maximum CPU is a lot of fun with a lot of mega parts being used. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye.